Om Bhadram Karneebhih Shrunuyama Devaah Bhadram Pashyemakshabhiryajatraah Sthirairangai Stuštuvagum Sattanubihi Vyashema Devahitam Yadayuhu Swasti na Indro Vruddhashrabaah Swasti na Pusha Vishwavedaah स्वस्ति नत्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्ठनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु ओम शांति शांति शांतिः. The pursuit of Jnana Yoga or the Jnana Marga is to be well understood. One has to know the significance and why this exploration, this inquiry alone is going to lead us to the true satisfaction, ultimate ananda, and understanding of the reality. You see, anything in the world, any object, anything that you are seeking will fall under these few categories and not the moksha. Any karma, anything you want to gain in the world will come under these few categories which I am going to discuss, and except for the pursuit of moksha. We'll contrast it and see, and then you will understand the significance why we are doing this inquiry through the Upanishads, why this jnana inquiry of the jnanam through the Upanishad. Now, any goal that you have, anything that you want, will fall under this category of apyam. Something which is not there now and it needs to be gained. Apyam. So I do not have a particular object and I need to gain the object. I buy it or do something about it. I gain it. Apyam. Then is moksha like this apyam? Let's contrast and see. Something which is not there now, which I am going to get it. Is it like that? No, Shastra's vision is not that. It says, Tattvamasi. You are that. You are going to become that. No, Shastra is not telling that. You are moksha swarupaha, Shastra is telling. You are not telling after the adhyayana of the Shastra, you are going to become moksha or you are going to become enlightened, whatever words word is used. No, Shastra is very clear. Freedom is your real nature. So it is not something to be apyam, like milk is not there, you go buy it. Moksha is not that. And you contrast it with happiness also. You just see that. Is truly the sense of satisfaction and happiness is something like that. It is not there now and you gain it, you bring it from somewhere. No, doesn't work even for that. Utpadyam, the second category. Apyam, first one. Utpadyam, something is not there and you manufacture it. You manufacture it. So can it be something like that? Is moksha something that can be manufactured? Shastra says no, it is not utpadyam. So if a guru makes a claim, come, I will manifest moksha upon you. Now you know. It is not. No, it is not utpadyam. Then can I try samskaryam? Okay, something is not there, but you do undergo a samskara. A ritual is a samskara. Through that, you manifest that. So many homas are also there. Something is not there, you want to manifest it. So you take care of this samskara ritual. Can moksha be something like that? No. Samskaryam also has another meaning, purify. Okay. Some water is not pure, you need that, and it undergoes samskara, a purificatory process. So then you gain pure water. So it is not samskaryam. So I am impure. I will undertake samskara of Shastra and Loka. Then I will become pure. Then I will become moksha swarupa. No, Shastra is not. Of course, Anthakarana Shuddhi is required. But Anthakarana Shuddhi itself is not the end. It is a means towards another end, which is the moksha. So moksha is not samskaryam also. Or can it be vikaryam? Modification. Vikaryam means modification. Something is not there. I need curd. I add the starter and turn the milk into yogurt or curd. So vikara, I changed it. So I modified it. Is my swarupa or moksha something like that? That I will put something in and I will become mukta purushaha, moksha, I'll become moksha swarupa. Can it be that? No, it's not vikara. Any changes you do is all external, that's all. Anything you do is external. So, in fact, we put so much effort in the name of interior decoration. In fact, it is exterior decoration. Real interior decoration is, at least if you find sadhana chatushtaya qualities, all the good qualities told in the Shastra, Shama, Dama, Uparama, Titiksha, Vairagya, Viveka, Mukshutvam, that if you decorate internally, that is the real interior decoration. Other everything else is exterior decoration. So moksha is not some vikara, vikaryam. It is not going to come under any of these categories. Anything else in the world you see, you examine, you can put it under these categories. And it requires karma to be done at every stage. Action is involved. Samskaryam, purification, karma is involved. Vikara, changing something, karma, action is involved. Apyam, it's not there, you have to get it from somewhere. Travel is involved. So like that, for everything else, this is involved, except for one thing, which is moksha. And what is that moksha? Understanding your own swarupa. Understanding oneself. In order to understand oneself, can you use any of these methods and understand your true nature? Your true nature? No, doesn't happen. Doesn't happen. That's why the vichara. That's why the jnanam. That's why the jnanam. Because the problem of dukkha, the problem of samsara, one is it is not something physical and something which is delusional. I'll give you an example to make it clear. Okay, a person, a rope is lying there and the person thinks that it's a snake. A person sees snake on a rope. Okay. Now, how to get rid of this rope? How to get rid of this serpent that the person is seeing on the rope? Can we do sarpa yaga for the snake to go away? Can we call a snake catcher or charmer to or the conservation person to take it away? You can't. Can we hit it and this thing, kill it or this thing? We should not do that. Now, people will come and to catch the snake. So just for the sake of an example, can we use sticks and frighten the snake and make it move? No, this is the limitation of karma when it comes to knowing oneself, one's true real nature, and understanding the limitation of samsara and understanding moksha, because this is not something like it is purely delusional. Whatever you are superimposing on yourself, the problems, the dukkha, aham dukki, I'm calling myself, is purely delusional. So no samskara, no other method is going to work here. Just like to get rid of the snake on the rope, you have to switch on the light and see what is its real nature. By keeping the apparent nature, by keeping the delusional nature, whatever has you are superimposing on the rope, because of your ignorance and delusion, you cannot get rid of that snake. That's why the need for this inquiry, this vichara, to get rid of the problem of samsara and understanding my own true nature. So what is that snake? Okay, when one fellow comes now and says, hey, let me just see first. He switches on the light. And that light reveals what is. And what is really there is rope. In that light of knowledge, the snake disappears. In fact, for it to disappear, it was never there also. We say that it disappeared. We say it disappeared. So, in fact, our bandhana moksha is also like that. If you claim that I got moksha, suppose that claim is like this. Okay, snake went away now. Snake went away now. It was never there in the first place. That resolution of samsara, that samsara goes away truly by knowing one's own true nature. So that's why the Upanishad is an exploration about Jiva, Jagat, Ishvara, Bandha, Moksha, exploration of myself. What is my true nature? Upanishad is going to do that. Now, in that, another element is Jagat and Ishvara. So Upanishad is exploring that. So knowing that everything else is as well known, all problems come to an end. I'm adding another sentence to it. Knowing that all the problems come to an end, knowing that all dukkha goes away from one system. What is that? That bhuta yonim, that aksharam brahma. That aksharam brahma, which is described by various words in this particular mantra. Now, anything if you want to know in the world, you need two things. One is a definition and a means of knowing. Lakshana pramana yoho vastu siddhi is one of the Shastra Vakya. Lakshana means definition. Pramana means a means of knowing. So if you have both of this, vastu siddhi. Vastu means not just an object, anything that object of knowledge, what you ought to know. So you have the siddhi of that. So the Upanishad is doing the same. It is giving, like Upanishad itself is pramana, and it is giving the lakshana. Kim tat brahma. So what is that, by knowing which everything else is as well known? Can you define it? Can you define it? In fact, it can never be defined from one standpoint. If you take, it can never be defined because it is not an object. An object has particular qualities. You want to define apple, you can say it, that which is red in color, that which is round in shape, that which has sweet fruit inside, a thin skin, that is an apple. So lakshana, pramana, you use the means of knowledge, go search for such an object, you will find in the world. Now Upanishad wants to make us understand about our own true nature. And that is not a physical entity. That is not an object having certain attributes. So if it was all, it could have been very easy. It is avarnam, does not, agotram avarnam, does not have any color. So somebody claims in meditation, I saw blue light. Okay, you saw blue light, good for you. But that is not the end in itself. That's not the reality. Why Upanishad is saying avarnam, that's not my true nature. So that's why Upanishad is pointing to that, one's own swarupa, in a negative language. You see, adrishyam, negative in Sanskrit. If you add the particle a to anything, it becomes negative. Varna, positively a group. Avarna, non-group. Varna, color. Avarna, colorless. So it is pointing to that Brahman, which is not a physical entity, it's not an object, limited object. So Upanishad is using all negative words to show it, to describe it, to show it. Now, it is not anything that is there in your conception. That's why Upanishad is using all of this. And now Upanishad is pointing out to that Brahman as Bhuta Yonim, the cause, the origin for the entire Jagat, all bhutas, all bhutas. So anything in the world, when you see, has a karanam, has a karanam. And then what is that karanam? What is, now you see what is the karanam of this mic? Whoever manufactured the mic. What is the karanam of this chair? Whoever manufactured it. And also the material. It is coming from that particular material. So what is the karanam? What is that cause for this entire world? What is that cause for entire world? We are exploring, still inquiring. And it is saying that is called Bhuta Yonim, Brahman, and correlated yad aksharam adhigamyate. That aksharam Brahma is the Bhuta Yonim, the cause for the entire world. Cause for the entire world. Knowing which everything else is as well understood. You know the cause of the world is as well understood. It is as well understood. So now, in this particular shloka, Upanishad is pointing out to the reality through two definitions. Definition means lakshana in Sanskrit. One is tatastha lakshana, one is swarupa lakshana. Swarupa lakshana means direct definition. Tatastha lakshana means an indirect definition. You want to know the infinite, and that infinite is all pervasive also. Why? It is telling sarvagatam. Sarvagatam, it is all pervasive. And that infinite is expressing itself as Bhuta Yonim, as cause for the entire world, entire Jagat, and as Vibhum, Vividam Bhavati iti Vibhu. That which manifests as multifarious forms is the Vibhu. That same Brahman, that ultimate reality, looked from the standpoint of the Jagat, whatever you are seeing, can be understood as the Bhuta Yonim, cause for the entire Jagat. That which is Vibhuhu, that which is manifesting as various names and forms. That ultimate is here and now. May you recognize that. May you recognize that cause. That ultimate cause is being said by Tatastha Lakshana. This is the Tatastha Lakshana. Bhuta Yonim Vibhum is the Tatastha Lakshana. We are inquiring into that ultimate Brahman, knowing which everything else is as well understood from the standpoint of the Jagat. Every object in the Jagat can be a doorway to the ultimate, to the infinite. Anything you take, silliest thing to most profound aspect. We'll discuss that. How? And that same ultimate reality in itself, what it is, yad adrishyam, agrahyam, agocharam, achakshuhu, apanipadam, but sarvagatam. It is all pervasive without any name and form. Something can be all pervasive only if it does not have a name and form. If it is physical, it cannot be all pervasive. How can it be all pervasive? No. Space, in limited sense, is all pervasive. Why? Because it does not have a shape on its own. It is relatively pervasive, all pervasive. Similarly is the consciousness. Similarly is the Brahman, which is being pointed to us through all these words, is Sarvagatam, all pervasive. But now I need to relate to it. I need to understand it. Understand, for that any object in the world itself can be doorway. That's why Shastra is presenting that same consciousness, that ultimate reality is expressing itself as the Nama Rupatmaka Jagat. So may you understand the same ultimate reality as the cause of the world, as the cause of the world. Bhuta Yonim. Bhuta Yonim. Now, the mantra seems simple and direct, but it has a lot of connotations. Now you understand that it is saying Bhuta Yonim, it is one Karanam. How? It is going to explain further. Let us look at the next mantra. You can repeat after me. This mantra is the explanation of the word Bhuta Yoni. Yathornanabhihi Srijate Grinhate Cha Yatha Prativyam Oshadhayaha Sambhavati Yatha Sataha Purushat Keshalomani Tatha Aksharat Sambhavati Vishwam. Yeah. It's the explanation of Bhuta Yoni. That how do I appreciate this cause of this entire world? How did this entire creation come about? What is that cause that you are saying as the Brahman? What is it? How did this creation come about from that ultimate reality? Does it need another tools, other substances? Like how we see, if you want to create something, you need tools to create, you need materials to create, you need intelligence to create it. A pot maker uses clay and the knowledge of making pot using some tools to make the pot. So similarly, Jagat Karta, Bhuta Yonihi, Ishvaraha. So did he use tools and materials to give a subcontract? So how did entire manifestation come about? No. Yathornanabhihi Srijate Grinhate Cha. Very beautiful example given. I think rishis were meditating in the caves, no? So cave, some spider must have been there. So Rishi is looking at that spider and conceiving a mantra, and he has a revelation of the mantra because he was so minutely, so subtly seeing the spider web, probably. Yathornanabhihi, just as a spider, srijate grinhate cha. Just as the spider creates the web, where is the material? Material is within it. In fact, the spider is the material for the web itself. And when it doesn't want, it takes back the web. Just as that, this Bhuta Yonihi is the Karanam for Shrishti, Sthiti, Laya of the Jagat. This ultimate reality, Brahman, is the cause of the Jagat. How does it create? How do I appreciate and relate to it? Through this example, yathornanabhi srijate grihate cha. Just as the spider creates, sustains, and takes it back. Just as that, this ultimate reality projects, sustains, and does the laya, the destruction of this entire srishti. Now, another very big point has to be appreciated. That ultimate reality, this by giving this example, Upanishad is showing that Brahman alone is the nimitta karana, material cause. You need a material. Clay is the material for the pot. And you need the intelligence to create the pot. The potter needs some knowledge to make the pot. So here, when you see the pot example, clay is separate, tools are separate. The potter who has the intelligence of making the pot is separate. All three are separate. But in case of Jagat, is it the same? There is Ishvara, then there is material, something away from it, and there is knowledge, more probably a manual or tool book, how to manufacture a pot. So he sees all this and then manufactures. No. Yatha urnana bihi. Just as a spider, just out of spider, how everything is manifesting and being taken back. Just as that, this consciousness, this Brahman, ultimate reality, is manifesting itself in this Namarupatmaka Jagat. Namarupatmaka Jagat. And sustaining it and taking it back. So there is no material separate from Bhagavan. No material separate from creator. Bhuta yonihi. I'll stick to the word creator because you can relate to the Upanishadic word Bhuta yonihi, creator. The creation and creator are not two different entities, non-separate entities. The creation, the creator itself is creation. Creation itself is the creator. Clay itself is the pot. Now we'll take that example. Just take in that sense. Is pot and clay two different things? No. Every inch of pot is the clay, is non-separate. Now, it's that is the vision of the Vedanta also. That's why Vedanta is just the Upanishadic vision, not Kapola Kalpita of somebody, because it goes very, very much with the Upanishad, that this entire manifest Jagat that you're seeing is but the creator. Where is the creator? In the creation itself. There is no creator outside the creation. Entire vision of Sanatana Dharma is based on this principle, this mantra, as if that's why everything is reverential to us. Because that Bhuta Yonihi is found and appreciated in every Bhuta. The creator is there in every particle of the creation. Every particle of the creation. Now, this Upanishad is defining the Brahman with Agrahyam, Agocharam, Apanipadam, one thing. But the same Swarupa Lakshana is given in Taittiriya Upanishad as Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. So what is that, by knowing which everything else becomes known, is that Sat, Chit, Ananda, Brahma. Satyam, Jnanam, Anantam, Brahma. So Kim Tat Brahma. Okay, Swamiji used, you replaced three words with other three words and used for one word you replaced with other three words. So what is it? How do I appreciate? You see that everything in the universe, everything in the world exists. But we never pay attention to that. We are saying apple is. For that easiness, what is that ease I'm using? Language-wise also, fundamentally also, I never inquire because my focus is always on the apple. If I ask you to count what are the things in this hall, you will say, okay, tell few things. Mic, chair, lamp. Then? Okay, we named many things. What about the space? We tend to miss the obvious. So without space, none of this could have been accommodated into this hall. So we are seeing in the world, in the Namarupatmaka Jagat, we are having different objects, but every object is. There is existence of that object. We never pay attention to that existence. And Upanishad is telling, what is that ultimate reality? Sat, Satyam, existence itself. Existence. Now you see that existence. Now look at the Upanishad is always an inquiry from the subject point of view, not from the object point of view. You see, you, the subject, you are inquiring. You see, you are saying object is, existence is, something is, and that existence, how are you saying that? Because you are aware of that existence. You're aware. That is, everything is, you're aware of it. And is there any limit to that existence? No, there's no limit. You go on one object after another object, you keep counting. That existence principle always remains, and that is, always is. That is Brahman. Upanishad further reveals in Taittiriya Upanishad, that is Brahman. So entire Jagat is, and you are aware of that Jagat. And what is that Jagat you are talking about is all the Nama Rupa, one after the other, that you are aware of. So entire Jagat that is in your awareness only, not outside that. Not outside that. So Upanishad is trying to make us understand, reveal this aspect, this aspect from two standpoints. One is Swarupataya, from an absolute standpoint, and from the relative standpoint of the Jagat. From the relative standpoint of the Jagat, because everything is Saguna, with gunas, with qualities, from that standpoint, Upanishad is pointing out to a creator, Ishvara, who is the Bhuta Yonihi, cause for the entire creation, and non-separate from here. The point to be appreciated here is Yathornanabihi Srijate Grinhate Cha, is this Ishvara, creator, is manifesting the creation, not using the tool somewhere outside or sitting outside the creation. Creation itself is the creator. Pujya Swamiji always used to say, all that is here is Ishvara. How do you appreciate? The creator is manifesting as the creation itself. So where to look for Bhagavan? Where not to look? Where not to look? Where not to look? So when you are seeing a tree, you are seeing Ishvara. When you are touching water, you are touching Ishvara, the creator. Bhuta Yonihi. When you are seeing, hearing anything, is you are in touch with the creator. You are never separate from the creator. You are very much in touch with the creator. So in Sri Rudram is a hymn which is in praise of the creator. That creator is being praised as, being named as Vrikshebhyo Harikeshebhya Pashunam Pataye Namo Namaha. Everything, every aspect of creation is taken and salutation is given to the creator. A very beautiful word is used, Harikesha. Kesha means leaves. So, Kesha means hair. So tree is Harikesha, one who has green hair, green hairs. So that is the concept, that is the vision of a rishi. That now, having understood this mantra, the search for the creator ends. Why? You recognize creator in the creation itself. For the sake of bhakti, sometimes, oh God, where are you? I'm searching for you. All that very nice, beautiful kirtanas. But fundamentally, if you look at it, that is nice poetry. Human mind has a place for that imaginative poetry. Very nice conceptualization, no problem. But then there is no such comes to an end. Why? The creation itself is the creator. Creator is present in every inch of the creation, every ounce of the creation. Now you see, if any such comes to an end, don't you feel, Abba? Really, real appreciation of this must be, I'm relieved. All the time I had in my inquiry of life, I wanted to always understand Ishvara, Jagat also. I keep on trying to understand Jagat. I don't understand. The Jagat itself is Jagadishvara. Jagadishvara. That's why Jagadishvara is such a beautiful term also. Here and now, I'm in touch with Ishvara. In fact, it is not like, in here, again in appreciation of vision, there could be a limitation. What is that? This Brihaspati person separates himself or herself out. I am this, and I am appreciating the entire Ishvara. No, you are very much part of this creation. You are very much part of the creation. Appreciation of the body is appreciation of the creator. Taking care of the body is taking care of the creator. Taking care of people around is taking care of the creator. So this is a very, very important vision. This is where Vedanta, Sanatana Dharma differs a lot from various theologies, where creator is outside. Creation is for my consumption. That is the Abrahamic faiths. So why? Because creator is outside. Creation is for my consumption. The great merciful creator created the world for my consumption. No, here the vision is totally different. No doubt I consume from the world, but my attitude with which I see the world is totally different. It is divine. It is holy. So a holy river, holy land, everything holy. Anything you take is holy. This is all coming from this vision. This great vision of Sanatana Dharma. Yathornanabhi srijate grinhate cha. Yatha prithvivyam oshadaya sambhavati. Just as from the earth, the oshadi, the earth, oshadi means plants, just come out of the earth. They're sustained by earth and they go back into the earth. They're non-separate from the earth. Another beautiful example is taken there. And yatha sataha purushat. Sataha means a person, living person. Just from the living person, kesha lomani. There's no outside material. You put hair and hair oil and hair grows. From the hair oil, hair does not grow. You may put hair oil, but the hair grows from the sataha purushat, from a living entity. All these things are coming out. Sataha purushaha. Again, the example must be appreciated. Is this now the being, the creator, a non-conscious entity, some jadavastu? No, sataha. Now again, the correlation has to be done with another Upanishad. How to do it? Who knows how to do it? Sampradaya knows. That's why we bring in Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. That Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma is manifesting as the Jagat how Yathornanabihi. Just as the spider is creating, sustaining, and taking it back. The entire creation is made possible by that pure consciousness, taking a position of Ishvara from the standpoint of the Jagat, and all this comes to manifest. Tatha aksharat sambhavati vishwam. Tatha, but just like this, akshat, by that aksharam brahma, that aksharam parabrahma, this entire creation comes for this Vishwam comes to. The true appreciation of this mantra is that you understand that the Ishvara and the Jagat are not two separate things. What is the connection between Ishvara and the Jagat? Usually we say he is the creator, the Ishvara is the creator, world is the creation. But with this Upanishadic understanding, you move a step forward to know that Ishvara and Jagat are not two. You also understand that there is no other cause except Ishvara for this creation. The Sankhya Yoga bring in another element. They say Prakriti Purusha. Purusha takes help of Prakriti and creates. No. In Vedantic model, Purusha and Prakriti are not two separate things. Ishvara itself is the Jagat. Ishvara itself is the Jagat. You appreciate this one cause. And that cause is one. It's not many. All other effects are coming out from that Ishvara itself, and that is Ishvara itself. In fact, a Vedantic life is simplified life. For all your problems or anything you want in the relative realm, don't go for too many things. If the prayer directed to Ishvara, if there is a request directed to Ishvara, if anything you want to correlate, it Ishvara. Everything. Karma, graha, this, that, everything. Anything. So you want to blaming Ishvara only. Don't blame anything else, because everything else. So ultimately, it's a simplified life. You simplify life. Okay, now blame is gone out of you. Blame for people, blame for things. Everything gets neutralized in this vision, in appreciation of this grand vision. So Upanishad is presenting an insight to make sense and understand the Jagat and Ishvara. We'll come to the exploration of the Jiva. But even at this stage, you are considering yourself as the individual. In fact, you are non-separate from the creation. Just as the plants here, the example is given, Yatha Prithivyam Oshadaya Sambhavati, just out of earth, the plants are coming out. We have also come out of earth just like that. And no, Swamiji, I won't accept that. Okay, now you see, after the body is dead and gone, whether you cremate or whether you bury, goes back to earth only. So it's that. So it's you're never separate from the creator and also creation, because creation is nothing but creator. So with this vision, we will end the mantra here and discuss the Upanishad further in the next class. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. We'll have a small meditation followed by Arati, then we conclude. Take a steady and a comfortable posture. Eyes are gently closed. Pay attention to the breath. Let us chant Omkara thrice. Inhale. Om. Inhale. Inhale. Give this auto-suggestion to yourself. During this meditation, I have no name, no designation. During this meditation, I have no duty. Nothing to be done. I am just present in the freshness of the present moment. Offer a mental salutation to the Guru, whomsoever you consider as your Guru. Bring your attention to the breath. Just visualize Jagat, the vast sky, the roads and the environment around, the space, everything is. Creation is. And I have this understanding from the Upanishad that the creation itself is the creator. The creator itself is the creation. Ishvara is Sarvagataha. to worship, to appreciate the Creator. All I need is this cognitive understanding that the creation is non-separate from the Creator. Just watch the breath. Feel the air coming inside your nostrils and going out. You're in touch with the Creator by just appreciating this small moment of air. The Creator is manifesting as the Vayu. I'm in touch with it here and now. Having this insight, the rishis recited, Namaste Vayo Tvameva Pratyaksham Brahmasi. There's a joy in this recognition. No effort required after this understanding. The search for the Creator has come to an end. I recognize that all that is here is Ishvara. All sounds that I hear is Ishvara. In this vision, there's nothing to seek, nothing to resist. I'm at ease in this recognition. This recognition continues even after opening my eyes. I'm at ease in this recognition. Om. 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 Sport a gentle smile on your face. Rub the palms together. Apply the heat onto the eyelids. Slowly and gently, you may open the eyes. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. So tomorrow will be Gita Jayanti program here at the ashram. So Gita Jayanti, some people are celebrating on 4th, and here we are doing on 3rd. So tomorrow the celebrations will be from 11 a.m. So 11 o'clock we'll have few chapters of Gita chanting. After that, a small talk on Bhagavad Gita, and followed by a small puja and prasadam. So that is the program for tomorrow. You can bring in any others who are interested to participate in the Gita Jayanti as well. Yeah. Hari Om Tat Sat.